Welcome everyone to our first Monday for Jamie Natural Health and Healing's first Monday night session, where we are chatting about all things energetic. We are starting with energetic intelligence. We're starting with the devil we know. Not so much of a devil, a really, really exciting field, which I hope you will enjoy. So to start with, what is energetic intelligence? Definition: the ability to think not in terms of cause or reason or effect, but to see how circumstances, behaviour, and life is interconnected and connected from the core to reaction, repetition, and expansion. A bit of a mouthful. Basically, it is a core appreciation of matter and how that affects every part of life. Bring it all together. It is about connection. It is about interconnection, and it is about your ability to see patterns. Energy is a fascinating area because it's huge. It's a force of nature. It means it has layers. It means it has interconnection. Someone with energetic intelligence or is wanting to, or with that sort of sensitivity, or is wanting to develop it, can see or begins to see patterns clearly, which can affect someone's interpretation of life, ability, vision, foresight, and even clairvoyance, because you simply can see patterns and see how things come together. So let's just take that idea of clairvoyance for a minute. Clairvoyance, or the relationship to extended or enhanced perceptive fields, is energetic intelligence, because you can see beyond the obvious, okay? And you begin to see beyond or through time. You're not limited by or deep past or even different timelines. So hopefully this is beginning to make sense and beginning to settle. But let's just pull it back to basics. It is seeing through clear patterns, connectedness, and interconnectedness. You may already be able to do that, but it doesn't really matter if you can or you can't. It is an ability that surely we will all want to access, and we can certainly all develop. And that is what these sessions is about. Understanding it and how to actually work with it in a really practical way. So how do we animate it? It's not just through intention, okay? You can animate it. You really can begin to animate it through intense periods of silence. Sounds too basic to believe, but really what silence is doing is that there's layers in silence, so you're forced to listen to layers that you wouldn't normally hear when you're surrounded by noise and distractions. So you open up a field that is often hidden, okay? So what you do in silence is you get rid of distraction, right? That's the point of it. So silence effectively puts you in a zone that is not bombarded with reactive forces and reactive thinking, which is immediate. It's too fast. It's not deep enough. It's not reflective enough. There's not enough layers. Yeah. When there's too much noise and distraction, you're always going to work on a single, basic, or very literal level. You won't see layers or feel them or hear them or whatever word you want to use. So silence sharpens your focus, right, on non-linear data and non-linear influences. Distraction is just a grid over the top, okay? So silence is your launching pad to energetic intelligence, and you begin to see with silence layers and what's beneath the noise. Extra perception, in other words, right? It's just such a simple way, but it's quite hard to actually cut out distraction, and we all know that. Yeah. So what I'm going to set you to do until next Monday night is actually practice that. Okay. So the first step is actually practicing silence, being in silence. And even when you feel like you want to do something, that is a distraction. Don't sit it out. Don't get up. Don't have to do something. Sit it out in silence. In silence also means in silence, okay? It means not music, not something to distract, not headphones, not forcing it, actually practicing to be in silence. It is not even an active meditation. It is completely passive, yeah? And the brain then goes into free flow and it begins to create or see patterns in free flow. It begins to connect what was once hidden or ignored or denied. Okay, so what the challenge is for this week is to practice that 2 to 5 minutes a day. Okay, try 2 minutes. Yeah, by the fourth day, try 5. If you can nail that, you're onto it. And I'll see you next week. See ya.